Meenakshi, please
Yes,
start.
ma'am. Yes. A very good morning to one and all. Today is the fifth successive day of Imprint, a 10 days online soft skill short term course, a 30 hours customized program under IQAC's value added courses jointly organized by the six cluster institutions Manohar Rao Kamri Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, SET, Kesarimal Porwal College of Arts and Science and Commerce, Kamti, Dr. S.C. Gullane Prerna College of Commerce, Science and Arts, Nagpur, Mahatma Gandhi College, Parsiuni, Ravindranath Tagore College, Dongargaon, and Orange City Institute of Management, Nagpur. On behalf of the cluster institutions, I take this prestigious opportunity to welcome the organizers and the principals of the cluster institutions, Dr. Usha Sakure Madam, Dr. Vinay Chauhan Sir, Dr. Praveen Joshi Sir, Dr. S.C. Gullane Sir, and Dr. Lokchand Jadhav Sir, and Dr. Jain Gagredivar Sir, also Dr. Anil Sharma Sir on this magnificent event. I heartily welcome the coordinators, Professor Renuka Roy, Ms. Snehal Rakunde, Professor Pramod Gorde, Assistant Professor Nasir Pathan, and Dr. Rajni Kumar in today's session. Today, we are indeed highly elated to have a very multifaceted, hardworking, and a very graceful person, Dr. Vaishali Meshra, Madam, as today's resource person. Hearty welcome to you, ma'am, in today's session. Let me take this opportunity to introduce to you to Dr. Vaishali Meshram. Dr. Vaishali Meshram is currently working as an assistant professor of English at Dr. M.K. Umate College, Nagpur. She has been in the field of teaching for more than 25 years. She has rendered her services as an IQAC coordinator for 6 years and is also associated with several committees at her institution. Madam has kept her academic interest alive by publishing more than 30 papers in national, international, peer-reviewed research journals of repute and UGC care-listed journals as well. She has presented her research papers in the national and international conferences also. Dr. Meshram has actively engaged with the academic community as a guest resource person and acted as judge in various curricular and co-curricular activities. Her area of interest is Indian writing in English, diasporic literature, and post-colonial literature. She has also contributed to the course content development of compulsory English and English literature of arts faculty. She has also delivered a talk in the UGC sponsored refresher course in environment science organized by HRDC Nagpur. She has also received Best Research Paper Award for her research paper in conference held at Yeshwant Mahavidyalaya Selu on 7th December 2024. Dear students, rejection is inevitable and invisible. At the same time, failure is important in our life as we learn from mistakes. Hundreds and thousands of people are rejected every day from their academics, professional careers, and in their personal lives. Rejection can bring up emotions like sadness, frustration, stress, or even embarrassment, which create obstructions in your academic, professional, and personal life. So, in order to overcome this stress of failure and to guide you as how to redirect your energy and handle the conflict management gracefully with accepting your failure and how to stay open to new opportunities, we have Dr. Vaishali Meshram Madam today as a resource person who would throw her deep insight on the very interesting topic how to handle failure and rejection gracefully. So, without much wasting of time, with a great honor, I invite Dr. Vaishali Meshram Madam to present her presentation. Over to ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for these kind words, Dr. Meenakshi ma'am, and thank you so much for having me here today on this virtual platform. Very pleasant morning to one and all who have conversed here on the fifth day of 10 online soft skills short-term course in print, jointly organized by 6 ACE colleges. At the very outset, I wish to congratulate and extend my sincere gratitude to Honorable Dr. Usha Sakure Madam, Honorable Dr. Vinay Chauhan Sir, Honorable Dr. Praveen Joshi Sir, Honorable Dr. Jadhav Sir, Honorable Dr. Gangrediwar Sir, Dr. Sharma Sir, and Dr. Sharma Sir for selecting this wonderful and crucial topic for the value-added course and giving me this opportunity to be a part of this great event, fruitful event. I'm sure that this course will a valuable learning experience for all the involved. I also wish to extend my sincere gratitude to all the buoyant conveners of the course, coordinators, and the entire team for providing me such a wonderful opportunity to share my knowledge and insights with the galaxy of exuberant participants. I feel extremely happy to be a part of this great learning expedition. Thank you so much. So, dear all, you all are you all ready for today's session?
Yes.
See, this is going to be an interactive session. So meanwhile, whenever the question will be asked, you will have to mute yourself and answer the question, respond, and then unmute yourself. Mute yourself without fail. Okay, fine. Chalo. So great. This is going to be a great interactive session today. So if you during my lecture, if you get stuck somewhere, if you fail to understand something, please let me know. And at the end of the session, we will take question and answer session as well. So I request Meenakshi Madam to share my screen. Yes, I can see that. Yeah.
Is the screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, of course. This is visible, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just please give me the instructions to change the slide so
Yes,
that I could.
yes. Thank you so much for this favor. This is a great help to me, ma'am. Okay. So, dear students, let's get started. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity once again. And there is a request to all the participants to kindly mute their mics, mute themselves. Okay. And whenever there is something, please respond by unmuting yourself and then mute yourself without fail. Okay. So, this will be the strategy. Now, see, you can see the first slide. The topic of my today's presentation is mastering the art of handling failure and rejection gracefully. Dear friends, can you see the visual image I have used over here on the title page, title slide? See, there is a reason behind using this particular image or visual with this slide, because see, there are so many reasons, but I will discuss here 3 reasons only. See, here as when I when I thought about this presentation, and when I saw the name Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, his name came into my mind because he is the iconic figure, and he is the best example for this particular topic, right? So he is associated with the missile, right? So whenever I search for his photos, I saw the launching of rocket, okay, and I was so happy, and I thought that this would be the perfect image or perfect visual for my presentation, for my first slide. So what was the reason behind this? See, there is the first thing is that when the rocket takes off, okay, when it launches, when it takes off, it emits tremendous energy, okay. It uses most of its fuel to overcome the gravitational force, okay. It goes upwards, right? So you can see the fire, so this fire is nothing but failure and rejection. These are the external forces which help us to move forward, okay, to achieve our goal. And that is the reason I use this particular image, okay. And the second one is it moves upwards, okay. The direction is upward. The upward trajectory, okay, compels me to use this. It shows the resilience, it shows the grace, growth, it shows the progress actually, right? So can you please change the slide, ma'am? Second slide. Yes. So in this particular, during this presentation, we are going to cover these different aspects related to this presentation, or this topic, actually topic of the presentation. So today I will introduce what is rejection and failure. So we will understand basically these two different terms, failure and rejection. Okay, then we will discuss the psychological and emotional impact on the person who face or us actually, who face these rejections and failure, right? Then we will discuss about the cultural and societal pressures. Then we will discuss the common causes and example, and the most important thing is that mindset, so this particular point is so very much important. So please lend me your ears, please be attentive and listen to this particular session carefully. Next slide please, ma'am. Again, here we will talk about the practical strategies, because this particular presentation is all about the art of handling, so we have to learn this art. Okay, so then we will discuss the 7 ways of handling rejection with maturity, then role of support system, family and all, and then how to build a long-term resilience, and then some conclusion and takeaways will be there. Okay, next slide please. Yeah. So, dears and darlings, here is a question for you. Have you ever faced failure or rejection in your life? Yes or no? You might not face,
Yes.
but everybody is bound to face at a certain point, at some point in his or her life, right? So if yes, congratulations, you are not alone. There are so many people, we are with you. There are so many people out there, millions and millions of people. Each and everybody has to face failure. Okay, next slide please. So life is full of twists and turns, my dear friends. Okay, life is inevitable, life is unpredictable. It comes with it comes with surprises. It is full of surprises. It is with several turns and twists. Okay, and when we lead our life, okay, when we march towards the success, okay, we are bound to face some setbacks, some failures, some rejections in our life, and these are the part of our professional and personal life. Okay, because these failures and rejections work as a force. I told you now, they work as an external force, and they help us to move forward to achieve our goal, right? So today, see, this is now a story time. Do you like to read stories or listen stories? Everybody likes it, me too. Okay, so I'll share 2 stories with you. One is sad and another is so inspiring, but both are you will get some message from there. Okay, and these are real life stories. Okay, these are not fables or parables, these are real life stories, my dear friends. So first story which I chose to share it with you. There was a boy, a young man, you say, who hailed from an affluent rich family, and he was so brilliant in scholar right from the childhood. Okay, and he never failed in his life, he never tested failure in his life. Okay, whatever he pointed at, it was his. Okay, he was successful in his life. He was in the merit list in 10th standard, 12th standard. He graduated, he done his graduation engineering with flying colors. Okay, and after later on he went to America, New York, for higher studies, and there he faced the first interview and got selected, and everything went so well till Corona came. Okay, and during Corona, several employees were fired. Okay, and he was one of them. Now he had to come back to Pune, and he had earned a lot of money. He had loads and loads of money with him, and as I told you, he was from rich family, an affluent family, so he didn't have to worry about money. but he took that particular failure, that setback in it was a setback in his life, right? So he took that setback so personally that he was so depressed. He went to into depression. He could have tried, he could have given other interviews as well. Okay, he had to keep some patience, he had to be patient. But what happened in that particular a moment came when he broke actually, and he, in that particular fury of moment, or you can say spur of moment, you can say, he took a stupid or foolish decision of ending his own life, my dear friends. Not only his own life, but his entire family. He had two kids, one girl and boy, and his family, his wife was there. Okay, so one fine day when he was so depressed, he felt so dejected that he gave them poison in their food. Okay, and the three of them, they died, and he committed suicide. Okay, and in his suicide note he wrote the reason. Okay, and then everything revealed why he committed suicide. So see, this is so pathetic, and see, this irony, and this is so disheartening. It was so painful when I read this story, and the thought came to my mind that some kuch daag अच्छे होते हैं, that advertisement is there, so each and everyone should taste failure once in his or her lifetime. So ये failures बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, my dear friends. So these failures, this rejection help you to move forward. Okay, so if he had that, if he had tested if he had failed in his school days or college days or interviews, he wouldn't have taken such grim decision of ending his life. That was the biggest mistake of his life, you can say. And the entire family suffered, his parents suffered, everybody suffered. Okay, so it means that he didn't know how to handle the setbacks, he didn't know how to handle the rejections and failure, right? And he took that particular grim decision, and everything ended on sad note. So there is again a second story, the turn at Marshes Ghat. So Marshes Ghat, you all know, you can see the picture as well, how the road is this is full of twists and turns. Okay, and there is sharp turn as well. So the name of the story is the turn at Marshes Ghat. Okay, now there was a village. Okay, the village nestled near the Marshes Ghat, where lived a young promising boy named Raghav. Okay, this is the story of Raghav. Okay, now he was born in an extreme poverty, but he had one dream, to become a civil servant or an IAS officer. He wanted to become an IAS officer. So he worked hard like anything. He studied under lantern. Since there was no electricity, they were so poor, so they couldn't afford it, and walked miles to school. Okay, and even sold vegetables with his mother to pay exam fees and to support his family. So everybody, he was known for his dedication and his his intellect, his talent, and everybody liked him in the village. All the villagers, they liked him a lot, and they were expecting that he would become a great person. He was destined to become a great person, a successful person in his life. Okay, so but life had other plans. Okay, life is unpredictable, I told you. So on the day of his UPSC examination, mains examination, a landslide blocked the road at the Marshes Ghat. Okay, due to heavy rain. Okay, so landslide occurred, and the road was blocked, so the bus never came. Okay, he waited and waited, and he didn't have any other option left with him, so he decided to cross the city. The examination center was 20 kilometers away from his village, and the road was blocked. Okay, so there was no other means of transportation, so this boy decided to travel 20 kilometers, okay, on foot. So barefooted, he started his journey. He was so passionate that he started to run, okay, so passionately, because he became panicked. There was one goal. So he wanted to take the examination. He wanted to appear in the UPSC. He didn't want to miss the examination, my dear friend. So what happened actually? He had crossed traveled around 10 kilometers. He was away 10 kilometers from his goal. Okay, so what happened? There was a sharp turn. Okay, and he just slipped because it was heavy rain. Mud was there, water was everywhere, and it was torrential rain. You know, it was raining cats and dogs. Okay, so he just slipped there and broke his ankle. He got sprayed in his leg and badly injured, and he lay. You know, he was there. You know, lying on the road for a few hours, and then a team of local villagers or farmers, they came and took him to the small clinic. Since there was no big hospital, the small villages were there, so they took him to the small clinic, and he missed the examination, my dear friends. Everyone expected that he would give up, Raghav would give up, but did it happen? No, he didn't give up. What did he do? He started his preparation again. He started afresh. Okay, and then he took a teaching job because he was poor. So he had to support his family. Okay, financially he has to give financial support to his family, and so he took a teaching job at a local school in the nearby village. Okay, and he started his preparation of UPSC. The next year, the exam was 2 weeks, just before the examination, 2 weeks before the examination, he lost his father. His father passed away, his only support. Okay, and the responsibilities multiplied, but he didn't give up. He buried his grief, his sorrow. He was sorrow stricken, he was dejected, he was unhappy, he was sad, because he was mourning over the death of his father, but he didn't get stuck in that particular emotion. What did he do? He performed all the rituals. Okay, and then he took that examination, his prelims. Okay, and he cleared it. My dear friends, after 3 years, he was standing once again at the Marshes Ghat, but not as a passenger. Just a minute. I have sore throat, so please bear with me. Okay. So here once again he was, after 3 years, he was standing at the Marshes Ghat, but not as a passenger, but as an IAS officer. So what was his first, he was posted over there. It was his first posting, and he was posted in his local, means his native area, his native, village or native city. As order of duty, he had, approved the road, okay, which could connect his village as well as the remote villages to the main city, okay, easily, weather friendly road. Means it should not get affected by any weather, not rain, wind, anything. Okay, so that no child can miss, or no child could miss his dream. Okay, no child could miss his target or goal. Okay, so what is the moral of the story? What did you learn from both the stories? Can you please unmute yourself and share your thoughts? Just brief me. Anybody? Kushal is there, Janki is there, Shashank is there. Can you please unmute? बेटे क्या language is not a barrier. आप हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं, no problem at all. क्या सीखने मिला? What lesson did you get from both the stories? The first one, which is sad, which was sad, the boy given up. He had given up easily and ended his life. See, rejections or failure is not the end of life. Are you there, my dears and darlings? Are we on the same page?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, Janki. Thank you so much for the response. Okay, since I cannot see you people, so see. So did you? Can you please give your reflection? आप बता सकती है बेटे? Or else I will continue. No problem. Okay. So the first boy, okay, Pune based, that boy, he ended his life. So he just gave up. Okay. On the other hand, Raghav, despite all the difficulties and odds in his life, he didn't give up. Okay. Instead, he tried to cope up. He adjusted himself. He never lost his hopes, and he became an IAS officer. He achieved his targeted goal or his aim. Okay. So next slide, please. So, friends, this life is full of twists and turns, it is full of surprises. Despite all the odds, we are soldiers and we have to march ahead. We have to fight our battle. Okay. So, and these are these are enemies, rejections and failure, but they are friends in disguise. वो disguise में friends भी है. They help you, right? The people who criticize us, actually they help us to move ahead. Okay. It is up to us how we take that particular criticism. Okay, we will discuss it later on, okay, in the next slides. So let us first of all understand the failure and rejection. These are two terms used over here in the presentation. These are the keywords, actually, key terms, keywords. The first of all, we'll talk about failure. What does the word failure mean? It means that, act of refusing to accept or believe someone's ideas, beliefs, or actions. Okay, so people refuse to believe us or actions. Okay, they don't trust, or they they disapprove our actions. Okay, and this is always misconception. See, as far as the rejection is concerned, rejection means what? Rejection means they disapprove our ideas, they disapprove our actions, right? So these words, failure and rejection, they are somewhat same. Okay, so here these particular, the rejection, it means that redirection. We can change our path. We get rejected from at one place, we can change our path and get selected and in the next, So what happens actually? These two terms we use are nothing but your energy boosters, actually, we can say. Okay, so they help us to grow faster. So take these as the definitions only. Why? I don't understand. I always wonder, why do we need others' approval? हमको लोगों का approval क्यों चाहिए होता है? Why do we always crave for their approval? And why do we think that they should accept us? There is no need to, right? We should never, expect such things from others. Instead, we always, we should keep on, focusing on improving ourselves. Okay. So whether they accept us or reject us, it is up to them. It doesn't, affect us at all. Let me tell you this. Always keep in your mind that don't ever crave for, their disapproval, their approval, their acceptance. Okay. Self-acceptance is most important, my dear friends. And then there are always misconceptions about the word failure and rejection. Failure means lack of success. Most of the people, they perceive pursue failure as lack of success. If it means that if you fail at something, means you become unsuccessful over there, right? We cannot achieve our goal over there. We couldn't prove ourselves in that particular area, isn't it? It doesn't mean that we are not worthy enough, we are not intelligent, we are not good enough. Is it so? Of course not. These are the two terms people use at their convenience, for their convenience. So despite of these misconceptions and all, so these, the failure and rejection has inevitable nature. Okay, these are unavoidable, actually, in our life. I told you, the life is full of twists and turns, isn't it? So these we are bound, irrespective of our status, regardless of status or intellect or talent. We are bound. Each and every person is bound to face failure or rejection at some point in his or her life. See, it is inevitable. We cannot avoid it. Look at the great personalities. Each and every individual, I repeat, each and every individual on this mother earth, okay, or in this world, in this universe, faced, okay, or facing or faced, failure or rejection at certain point in their life. Okay, so it is inevitable in the nature. Okay, and the most important thing, it is all about attitude. It's all about mindset. Okay, so we will discuss later on. So it can be reframed. It can be, this failure and rejection can be reframed. How? See, instead of saying that I am unsuccessful, we can say that I am learning something new. Unsuccessful means what? This is one of the experiences of life. Life is vast. Life is, unpredictable. So you will every day you will get new experiences, and you have to learn from those experiences. You don't have to give up. You don't have to get scared. You don't have to surrender yourself to the situation or circumstances. Rather, instead, you have to learn something from the new experiences. Right? See, we can take the example of Thomas Edison. Who was Thomas Edison? He was the greatest scientist who invented electric bulb. So in here, he had made 10,000, let me reiterate, 10,000 unsuccessful attempts. And finally, he invented the electricity bulb. In his, speech, he had, aptly said that I was not failed, or I was not unsuccessful. है ना? He said, I found 10,000 ways that don't work, है ना? Which don't work. Okay, so this is what about the perspective, right? So perseverance, working hard, resilience is these are the most important factors. Okay, they play the vital role in handling failure and rejection. So my dear friends, as I told you, as I written in the first title slide, that the mastering the art of handling failure and rejection. This is an art. And here today we will learn how to handle this failure and rejection gracefully. Next slide, please. Now we will discuss some psychological and emotional impact. When we are rejected, or when we face some failure, okay, what happens actually? We go through certain emotional dilemma, emotional turmoil, okay, turnover or roller coaster, you can say. So certain feelings of of sadness, embarrassment, shame, anger, okay, they surfaced. Okay, we feel ashamed of ourselves when we get rejected. Okay, we feel very sad, when rejected. Okay, and we get angry, agitated, and we start self-doubting. This is very wrong. This is so what can I say? This is dangerous. Actually, dangerous is the right word. So when we start self-doubting ourselves, the problem starts from there only. It is okay to get rejected. It's okay to to be unsuccessful, to face the failure. So these are normal things. These are the part of our life. These are the part. These help us in. These are the part of personal, educational, and professional life as well. So we should not get stuck in those emotions. It's okay to feel bad. Come on. Whenever we are rejected, we feel bad, and it's okay, my dear friends. But we have to normalize ourselves. We don't have to get stuck in all these Devdas situation, or you can say in this situation. Now this is the end of my life. I got rejected. I failed the examination. I couldn't score the good grades. Now I'm unworthy. I'm useless. I'm good for nothing. Don't ever do that. Self-condemnation is the greatest crime, and you are committing the crime. People are out there to criticize you, to blame you, to reprimand you. Let them do their job, na. Why are you doing their job? लोग तो बुरा बोलने के लिए है ही ना. कुछ करो, कुछ ना करो. People will say bad about you. They will talk ill about you. They will always criticize you. Okay, so let them do their job. But you yourself will, of course. Your scolding is good. Self-scolding, what you can say, condemnation is good actually, but you are not supposed to self-doubt. Self-doubting is very, very bad, my dear friends. It's very dangerous for your growth, future growth. Okay, so you don't have to get stuck there. It's okay. It's normal to be unhappy, to be sad. Okay, and how to overcome this? Now I said how you have to normalize yourself. So how will we normalize ourselves? Okay, we will use some techniques. We can watch some comedy shows, कपिल शर्मा का जो आता है ना, कौन सा आता है वो, कॉमेडी विद कपिल एंड ऑल. In Marathi, we have so many Hasya Jatra, Maharashtrachi Hasya Jatra, Hava Yudhya. So these are the different, where we can focus, we can, calm our mind down, calm ourselves, okay? And then we have other yoga, meditation, okay? So we have to just, by using all these, supportive things, we have to, these are the different techniques, okay? This will help us to come to come out of this particular zone, and we close ourselves from the world, right? So from the outer world. So instead of closing ourselves, expose yourself to different difficulties and problems, and tell the difficult situation that you are difficult nut to crack. You are more difficult than the situation, isn't it? So this is the particular outlook you have to keep in your mind. So these are the some psychological and emotional impacts. Nice, next slide, please. So with this, next slide, please. With this, you have to face some cultural and societal pressures as well. Okay, as we all know that the society is always there. People out there people are out there to criticize us, as I told you earlier only. So why do we fail? The primary cause, the first and most important cause of failure is the fear of judgment. In Indian society, people are so judgmental, I tell you. People will keep on judging you for each and every action you take, or for each and every word you speak, whatever you do, whatever, even if you don't do, they will keep on, they judging you. So there is always a pressure of being judged by somebody, and this is something irritating, right? And there are some societal pressures. Okay, whenever you go attend any function, they will ask you, what are you doing nowadays? कहीं job वॉब मिला कि नहीं, क्या कर रहे हो, है ना, अरे पढ़ते नहीं हो, this and that. They will ask you irritating question. You go to attend some family function just to relax yourself, and you just want to mix in the society, you want to socialize, but these people in the society, instead they will push towards the that abyss of what can say unhappiness. Okay, but take it positively, right? So these are some fear of judgment is there is society, expectations of the society are there, and the most important thing, the parents also play a vital role in that. Sometimes we are always afraid of scoring low grades, scoring less marks in the examination. Okay, why? Because parents put a lot of pressure on the students, on their children. Okay, they want their children to fulfill their unfulfilled dreams, which they couldn't fulfill, right? So children are not there to fulfill their dreams. They are individuals. You people are different individuals, right? You may have your own priorities. You may have your own dreams. You may have decided your plan of action or whatever your goal. In the beginning, means your likings may be different, your goals may be different from the parents, but they put the pressure on you, on their children, and want them to fulfill their unfulfilled dreams. Okay, so the parental disappointment is you should always stand first in this class. Okay, you should score good marks just to satisfy their ego or status. मेरा बच्चा बहुत अच्छे marks लाता है ना, he always stands first in the class, he never fails, this and that, blah blah blah. And these are all parental pressures and disappointment, this fear of low grades, and only because of that the children, they always fear of getting rejected or failure, becoming unsuccessful. Okay, you should not actually, but since right from the childhood we are trained to do so, and therefore these we face such cultural and social and parental pressures. Okay, and then the parents always keep on comparing their child with other. See how good he is doing, and you are good for nothing. तेरा तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता, तू कुछ नहीं कर सकता. And these particular words have the impact, lifelong impact on that particular kid. Okay, it get influenced एंड उसका पूरा का पूरा जो फ्यूचर होता है वो होना होता है, वो सक्सेसफुल होना होता है, तो वो पूरा का पूरा वो बेचारा क्या हो जाता है, ये they just give up. Only these particular sentences hurt their children a lot, and therefore the teachers and parents should always avoid such type of sentences, because you are compelling a student to go in the abyss of darkness. You are just pushing them towards there. And therefore this is my request to all the teachers and parents to stay away from, to refrain themselves from using such sentences. Next slide, please. Okay, so there are some common causes and examples. Okay, there are 3 types of failures. Academic failure, I told you, failing in the examination, scoring less marks. Okay, or sometimes we as far as the competitive examinations are concerned, we miss that particular examination. We we are one step क्या बोलेंगे उसको, कि एक स्टेप जैसे पीछे रह जाते हैं हम, जस्ट टू hit that particular goal, है ना. We are just one step away from hitting the goal, right? So these are the first type is academic failure. Then job rejections are there, not being selected in the job. This is the second type. Okay, these are the second common causes. Okay, and the third is relationship setback. Now tell me guys, if if you are going through if we are going through the adverse situation, okay, in our life, tough situation in our life, and the family is not there to support us in our tough time, okay, and when we will prosper, okay, in the future, and that family or the friends, okay, they don't have to ride with us or stay with us in the prosperity. So it is always said that prosperity gains friends and adversity tries them. So these adverse situations, failures and rejections tries our friends and partners. So if you are going through setbacks, you are facing setbacks in your life, you are facing hard time, you are going through hard time in your life, okay, and if these people are not there with you, they don't stand by you, they don't have to don't have the right to be in your life, right? So just say, get out of my life. You have to remove them from your life, isn't it? So you don't need such friends and partners, those who cannot support you, right? Because they are, after all, they are our support system now. So if you are not there, so relation setbacks are always there. So you have to face them so courageously, gracefully. Now we will see some real life examples. Next slide, please. Now, can you see the slide here and the pics of photos given here here on the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
What is common between them? क्या common है इनमें? What is common among them? They are successful.
They are successful in their own life.
Yes, they are successful. Okay, and the most important thing, they all have faced failure. Each and every successful person faces failure or rejection at one point in his life. So all these people who are successful over there, we have used their pictures, so you can see their pictures here. Each and everybody face failure and rejection in their lives. See, we can take the example, and the never die attitude, and they never gave up. They never gave up. They persevered. They tried harder again and again, and they became successful. Let's take the example of APJ Abdul Kalam, the late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. You know that he was a scientist, and he was known as the missile man of India. He was born in financially weak, or you can say poor family in the Rameshwaram, Muslim family. Actually, he was a Muslim, and his family was not financially that much sound, and APJ Abdul Kalam used to sell newspaper to support his family and his examination fees, and he had passionate about learning and his goal. He wanted to become a fighter pilot. He wanted to become a fighter pilot, and he, applied after completing his aeronautical engineering from IIT Madras. He applied for, he applied in the Indian Air Force. Okay, Indian Air Force, and he was in the top 8 candidates. Okay, but six were out of six were selected, and he was rejected. But he didn't give up. He undoubtedly, it was a setback for him. He became so unhappy, sad for a while, but he became normal. We have to normalize ourselves. He came out of that depression immediately, and he led the missile development program, okay, for India. And very soon he became the missile man of India, and eventually he became the 11th president of India and a beloved national figure. So he faced the rejections, he faced the failure, okay, but he didn't give up. He became a successful person. Thomas Edison, we have already discussed that he invented electric bulb. J.K. Rowling, the best example of handling the rejection and failure. How they have the quality of bouncing back. They got rejected. They got rejection. She got rejected 12 times. She visited so many publishers to publish her Harry Potter. That book. She became popular for that book, that novel only. But 12 publishers rejected to publish the book because the book was all about wizards and all those things, and people never believed in it, right? And therefore it was a foolish topic. The theme of the book was foolish for them. But one publisher, she published her book, and she became popular, right? She used to live on the grants, okay, charity grants provided by the government. So she went through the hell actually. So she also faced rejections and became successful. Ratanji Tata, he invented, he brought in the market that Tata Nano. Okay, that small car. He had one vision that each and every poor person should afford that. They must enjoy the luxury, of course. So our mistakes teach us. Janki, very right, so she appreciates. So true. Okay, these experiences, these mistakes, okay, you have mistakes, some committed some mistake, and therefore we are rejected. And sometimes they genuinely like us, but we are not fit for that particular job. So you don't have to take it personally, right? You have to just pause and reflect and identify the lesson. Each and every experience teach you something. It gives you some new lesson, okay? And seek the feedback from that particular employer. For example, if you appeared in the interview, you walked in the interview, and after that you got rejected. You faced rejection over there. So instead of feeling bad, feeling embarrassed, ashamed, okay, what you have to do, you have to say, तो हम बाद में discuss करेंगे ही. You have to take seek feedback from them, okay? Their criticism or whatever they tell you, the feedback you will get from them will definitely help you to improve yourself. It will help you to get your better version, okay, because you are going to work on yourself, okay? So these feedbacks should be used for getting better, for improvement, for thriving, okay? Now set new goals. So you don't have to get stuck over there. You have, if this particular goal or this particular way doesn't work or didn't work, you have to reset your goal. You have to you may, first of all, you think that this you have to take up that particular profession, you want to go in that particular area, okay? But later on, when you go there and face some problems and difficulties, you realize that you are not made for that particular area, what can say, skill, okay? So you have to acquire new skills, right? And by resetting your goals, you become successful. So always it is a setback. Setbacks should be used for redirecting yourself, redirecting your path, redirecting your way, redirecting your way, plan of action. हम कोई सेट गोल करते हैं, गोल सेट करते हैं, सो वी वी प्रिपेयर अ प्लान ऑफ एक्शन, है ना. सोच के कुछ नहीं होता मेरे बच्चों. When you set a goal, you have to make some plan A and plan B. You have to keep ready with you plan A and plan B, है ना. So if plan A fails, you must have plan B ready with you. Okay, in this way you will get success. So you have to redirect your path, redirect your way of your redirect or change the strategy, okay, to achieve your goal. Now you have to take small steps. Maybe sometimes the achievement may be small, but progress is progress after all, isn't it? So steady and slow and steady, we have to win the race. We don't have to run fast, okay, and get stuck somewhere. No, not at all. It is not important. What is important, my dear friends? You have to take efforts. You have to take small steps towards your goal, okay, and with small achievements, okay, and celebrate this achievement, huh? So with these small steps, slowly and steadily, you will win the race. You will be successful, okay. So next slide, please. Now, these are the different ways of handling rejection with maturity, okay. So there are 8 ways I have discussed here. Accept the rejection, my dear friends. The first thing is that you must accept the rejection. So and what happens actually when we accept it? For some time we feel, we go through the bad phase of our life. We feel anger, we get angry, we become dejected, sad, feel ashamed of ourselves, okay. But this is not the end. This is not the end of life. There are so many avenues open for you. One is closed, one is shut. There are so many others. You have to just is open and keep vigilance, okay. Please be vigilant, new ideas, be open to new opportunities, okay, and always be alert, right? These are some qualities you need to have if you want to be successful. So accept the rejection. Being rejected is not bad thing at all. It is not what makes you depressed, okay. So in depression what happens actually, it is in depression it is you do self harm. Actually you harm yourself, you harm your thinking process. Your thinking process stops over there. You don't get any path to come out of that mental struggle you go through, right? So instead of getting stuck at that particular in that particular emotion, you have to come out of that emotion. You have to become emotionally strong and accept the rejection. Once you lost of passion, we lose the passion. You get unfocused. Your focus is you get diverted to somewhere, है ना. So instead of getting divert, okay, you have to keep yourself focused, है ना. जो अर्जुन था पता है ना आपको, that eye of a fish was his goal, his target, and he was so focused, right? So here you have to be like Arjuna. You have to be focused, okay. And the most important thing is that you don't let yourself get misled or get carried away by anything, right? So accept the rejection. The first thing, by accepting the rejections, you get some now. Once you accept it, it means that I told you this, you don't have to take these rejections or failures personally. For example, in many of the interviews you do so well, and the interviewer may like you so much, okay. They like you as a human being, as a person, as an intelligent person, but you may not be the right fit for the job. The skills required were different, and you didn't have, or you may not have those skills with you, okay. So does it mean that you are not worthy? Have they rejected you for not being worthy or not being eligible for the post? Of course not. The sets, the of skills, they didn't have those. It means that they cannot, this interview cannot decide your worth. Come on, right? So here you don't have to take it personally. The second important thing, आपको बिल्कुल personally नहीं लेना है, okay. And then the most important thing is that I told you, you don't have to criticize yourself. People are there, my dear friends, let them do their job, right? So you have to just appreciate yourself. Whenever you make some mistakes, of course you have to condemn yourself, you have to scold yourself that you shouldn't have done this, है ना? So self condemnation is good, self criticism is very very good. Okay, so instead of, we have to be when we go through the adverse situation, when we face the adversity, rejection or failure in our life, we have to stay positive, है ना? And self talk, मैंने बोला ना, you have to change the way, you have to reframe the sentences that you use for yourself. I am a failure, I am, worthless, I can't do anything, I'm not good for anything. You always keep on telling yourself this is actually you are harming yourself, isn't it? So instead of saying that, you must say that I am improving, I'm learning something new, isn't it? It means that we have to change the outlook, our perspective, our attitude to look at that particular and reply whenever we, face an interview. Even if we are rejected by the interviewer, just send a note or email with thank you note and thank them for their time, valuable time, and that was a new experience for you. Okay, so just thank them for the time they gave you. Okay, and this particular thank you note, this may reconsider you, or whenever they have new vacancy in their institution or in their firm, they may consider you, isn't it? So it will create good impression on them that this person is so nice. Instead of being rejected, okay, getting rejected, this person has sent thank you note, okay, thank you mail saying thank you. Okay, so you have to just send thank you mail, okay, email to the interviewer, and other than that, seek feedback from them. Okay, next slide please. So I told you, seek feedback from the employer. So there are certain things that employer can tell you better. So if they say you from the employer, it will definitely help you to improve yourself, to work on yourself, right? So some qualities or some skills you were lacking, for example. So at that particular time, you may acquire those skills. Okay, so what happens actually when we get rejected, we have to accept their decision, right? And these rejections always help us to improve ourselves and to get the better version of ourselves, right? So whenever we seek feedback from employer, the employer think that they have the impression that this person is really a genuine one and he wants to learn something new. Okay, and whatever mistakes he has committed in this interview, he is eager to know about them so that he can work on himself. So sometimes they let you know and sometimes they not, right? So after that, you have to work on yourself. Okay, so once you know your mistakes, sometimes you have to introspect, है ना? You have to introspect when you face the interviews. We have to think about the mistakes we have committed. Okay, and maybe those mistakes were the reason we got rejected by the interviewer. Okay, and if the skills, whatever skill, always tell you the mistakes you have done, right? So when you know about those mistakes, what you have to do, you have to work on yourself, turn that particular criticism or those lacunas or those lackings or the flaws into the positive energy, into opportunities, and you have to improve yourself. Okay, so work on yourself. See, when you appear in the interview, you have to take this. There are some do's and don'ts. You have to be presentable. Sometimes the people may be good at they are intelligent, everything, but they are not properly dressed. if you are going for an interview for a general manager, and if if you went in t-shirt or just wearing a shirt, okay, and you went there, so it will create bad impression. This is managerial post, so you should be in blazer, you should wear blazer and in complete attire. If you go there and with your talent and with your strategies and all everything, whatever you do in the interview, okay, with your questions and with your answers and your eagerness, okay, and with your positive attitude, okay, you will definitely get the job, right? But even if there is, if some mistakes are done, okay, some things are always remain. It happens. The thing is, nobody is perfect in this world. So something happens with us, and with some points we get rejected from the job. So what happens? We have to rectify those mistakes, okay. After realizing it, we have to rectify them and we have to move forward. So now we are rejected. So will we sit still? We will not apply anywhere? Of course not. You will have to keep applying for more job positions. You have to keep applying in other firms, companies as well. Even if the vacancy is not there, let me tell you one thing which happened with my son as well. So search the good industries, okay, good firms, okay, and even if the vacancies are not there, the HRs are there. So you just email them, okay, just send the emails, okay, and request them if they have any vacancies in future, kindly let you know, right? So just to inform you, so they consider it and they call you, okay, and they offer you the job, right? They call you for interview, and this happens because when the vacancy is there, you apply. It's okay, because the vacancy is there, but the vacancy is not there, and you are approaching them for the reputation they have. It creates a good impression on them, right? So try this. You will definitely get benefited by that, okay? So apply for more job interviews, positions, and try and rehearse at home. Give more and more. The more you will expose yourself to the interviews, the more you will learn, right? So prepare at home, search questions, ask the persons who go for interview as an interviewer, okay. So those who are in the panels, just ask them, just contact them and ask them the questions, and make the market search as well, and just apply there, okay, and improve the way you give interview, right? And if you make some corrections over there, and in another interview, you never know, my dear friends, in next interview you may nail it, right? You may hit your goal, you may get accepted, or get hired, right? They may hire you. So the important thing is that for this you have to find your USP. The USP stands for unique selling point or proposition. This is a term used in marketing, used in what can say business purposes, or in the corporate world, okay. Sell your find your USP. Now there are so many products in the marketing, in the business, in the market. Actually, there are so many markets. Freeze. There are so many companies of freeze who produce freeze refrigerators, for example. Then AC. Okay, there are so many appliances, electric gadgets are there. Okay, computer companies are there. Now, if you have started your own company, for example, so you will have to tell the people why your product is much better than the existing one, than the others, right? So there must be qualities, no? There must be some good points, right? So if you, if you are, if you are able to convince the people to buy your product, it means that you are using your USP, is unique selling points. How they are better? Why should we hire you? This is the first question. One question asked in each and every interview. Tell about yourself, and the last question: why do you think that we should hire you? है ना? What are your qualities? तुमको ऐसे आपको ऐसे क्यों लगता है कि हमने आपको हायर करना चाहिए? So here use your USP. It may be academic, it may be about your talent, it may be about your skills, it may be about your communication skills. Communication, if you have good communication skills, it is your USP, it is your unique selling points, right? If you are good at comparing, many people have become good comparers, एंकर्स बन गए हैं, कॉम्पेरर्स बन गए. इफ यू आर गुड वॉइस, यू हैव गुड वॉइस, you can become anchor on all in all India radio, in TV. There are so many channels nowadays, right? So here, find your USP. What are you good at? What are your plus points? What are your assets? What are your USPs, unique selling points? And now this is the assignment for you people. After this particular lecture, you have the entire day to find your USP. Each and everybody has to, because you have to sell yourself in the market na. You will apply for the job ना, कि घर में बैठना है नहीं, आपको क्या करना है, जॉब करना है. You want to be successful person. Many of you will become employer as well. You will give you will hire the other people. Okay, so I wish you all the very best. My blessings are always with you. So my dear friends, if you want to be successful in your life, find your USP, unique selling point, your strengths and your weaknesses as well. Work on your weaknesses, okay? Make them turn into your successes, your strengths, okay? So on working yourself, after finding your USP, you will definitely hit your target and you will be successful, okay? So will you do that? Do you promise me? Very good, Kushal. कुशल ही बोल रहा है, बाकी कोई नहीं बोल रहा है. Piyush is there. Very good. Rafia. Very good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
after this lecture, yes, Janki, thank you so much, darling. So after this, you people have to, find your USP, unique selling point. Next slide, please. Now this role of support system. See your family or mentors or friends, okay, and they play a vital role. They contribute in our in our success, okay. Each and everybody has a lion's share in our success. When we become successful, it is not our sole success. There are if such people are with you, you are the luckiest person in the world. So we have mentors who guide you. They may be your teachers, they may be your friends, they may be your family members. Your parents are your great support system, your siblings are your great support system. So mentors and friends, family, they play a pivotal role in your improvement, in your development, in your success story, right? So their role is very, very important. I told you now, the parents put so much peer pressure on the children, and only because of that, they could have thrived, they could have become great, they could have done great in their lives, but because of that fear, the fear of failing, the fear of scoring less marks, the fear of the peer pressure, the fear of excelling in everything, works as it hinders their process of progress. It hinders their progress, hinders the entire process, okay. And what can I say, these the children, they become depressed. Actually, they get depressed only because of that, right? So when it comes, so there are so many stories with me. There are so many case studies that I have seen or I have read about it. We will discuss it later on. So I feel so dejected when I when I remember all these things. So if in the success stories, if we want to become successful, when we face the adversity in our lives, our family members, our parents, siblings, okay, all the family members, mentors or teachers and the friends, they play vital role, and it is said that if winter comes, can spring be far behind? If you are going through the bad phase of life, will it going to be always there? No. The spring is always, happy days will always come, right? So nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary, my dear friends. सब कुछ temporary है ना? So if you are going to the happy phase, of course you will have to face the adversity in your life, right? So there is always beauty in contrast, you can say. Failures are there, and therefore the value of success. Setbacks are there, and therefore happiness is there, and therefore the value of sadness is there, griefs are there, problems are there, and therefore you know the value of happiness. Sadness is there, so you know the value of happiness. If you become successful all the time, I told you, that what happens then. So it is said that each and everybody must face success, failure, or time at some point in his life. Okay. Now, even the star, the actress Deepika Padukone, when she broke up with Ranveer Singh, I don't know. Okay, Kapoor, sorry, Kapoor. Okay, she was in madly love with him, and when they broke up, she was depressed. Okay, and she had to take the assistance of counselor. Okay, and she came out of that situation, she overcame that situation, she came out of that emotion and became strong. Now she is a successful person, right? So what if she had got stuck in that particular emotion? She was depressed, and she there Ankita Lokhande was also there. She broke up with Sushant Singh, and after that she had gone into depression. She was so depressed. Okay, she had closed herself right from the outer world, and then after at that point they sought the help of counselor, and they came out of that situation. So these are the role, these things play the vital role in the success stories. Okay, next slide please. Now, building long-term resilience, perseverance, bouncing back. The resilience means what? The quality of bouncing back. If you fell, you don't have to stuck it there. Okay, you have to rise after fall. You have to move forward, है ना? ये छोटे-छोटे मोटे failure हमको रोक नहीं सकते हैं, because we are the warriors. We have that courage to fight against all odds. We are fighters, so we will not get stuck there. Okay, so how to build then long-term resilience? हमको कैसे build करना है? So first thing is developing a personal toolkit. You have to build a personal self kit here. What it includes? It includes the journal. Journaling means you record every success and failure, rejection in that particular, in a diary, which act as a motivation. है ना? It will act as a motivation for you. You have to reject, you have to write everything. You have to take daily affirmations. Do you take? It's very important. You must take if you have any blackboard, or if you have any, if you have, there is a wall in your room, in your bedroom, right? So always stick the daily affirmations over there. I am good. The day is so beautiful. I am doing better and better in my life. All the affirmations. There should not be any negative. There should not be no negative emotion over there. So if you take affirmations, these affirmations will act as a motivation. It will boost your confidence, my dear friends. You will feel confident the whole day. When you get ready for the school or college, right, in the morning, okay, have you ever given you compliment? दिया है आपने कभी? Hello. So when we get ready, है ना, we look ourselves into mirror, right? So the first thing we should do is to admire ourselves, give ourselves a compliment. For example, Vaishali, you are looking beautiful today, isn't it? That particular thing, self, admiration, you should be in you should love yourself. Unless you love yourself, you will not be able to love others, right? So the self-love is, narcissists bolte hai log, people call them narcissists, but loving yourself is the best thing. If you love yourself, you are doing the great thing in your life. So just love yourself. You are the wonderful person whom you meet every day in the morning. In the first person you meet, right? So this, you have to take daily affirmations, you have to praise yourself, right? And you have to practice yoga, meditation. Okay, then keep the failure or rejection journal. I told you now, keep on journaling every day. Keep a small diary with you and record everything. Record all the rejections you have faced, failures you have faced. You have, and from each and every experience, you have learned something new. Okay, so record all the lessons you have learned. all the lessons you have been taught by the situation, with the circumstances, reflections, your thoughts, your response to that situation, okay, and your progress. It may be slow, it may seem slow to you, but after each and every achievement is worthy. No achievement is small, right? Is no achievement is less. Even if it is small achievement, celebrate it. You have to celebrate all the achievements. You have to write your progress, record your progress, and it will act as a motivation for you, work as a motivation for you. So you have to celebrate even the small achievement to maintain motivation. Even if you score less marks, celebrate it. Celebrate with your family. Even sometimes you have faced the interview and you got rejected. Okay, this is not the go to sit with your family members, enjoy with it, take a lunch with them, take dinner with them, discuss with them, enjoy your life. So each and every moment, each and every small, maybe big, maybe small, doesn't count, doesn't matter. You have to celebrate your achievement, right? So athletes, what do athletes do? Even if they don't receive medal, they celebrate their small achievements. If they have made one goal, for example, so they celebrate it. So one should celebrate life. We should celebrate our life. Life is very even if it is harsh, despite of all the difficulties and problems we have, trust me, dears and darlings, it is so beautiful. Life is beautiful. It is our perspective. It is up to us how we look at it. है ना? Full of difficulties, friends, kind-hearted friends, do anything for you, to help you out, right? To do anything for you. So you are so luckiest person. You have parents, supporting parents. You have siblings. You have friends. You have teachers, mentors, and how lucky you are, है ना? So just count your blessings. You are so lucky one, right? And try to pursue failures as a stepping stone. Look at them as new opportunities, which will help. Look at them as new opportunities, which will help you to grow, to thrive, to thrive, to achieve your goal, to hit your target, to achieve your goal, to hit your target. You are as stepping stone. Each failure as a stepping stepping stones towards success. ऐसे बोला जाता है, फेल्यूर इज अ स्टेपिंग स्टोन टू अ सक्सेस. तो फिर पहला आपको स्टोरी बताई थी, I shared a story with you. So I think it is I always perceive that failure is must. You must fail. Means not fail means not not in the examinations. You may fail in the interview. You may get rejections. There are so many things that you want to do, but you fail in that, right? So it is it will help you to grow. Okay, it will act as a motivation to you. So my dear friends, this is my request to you, earnest request to you. Please accept the failure or rejection. Just accept yourself, love yourself, okay, and always fail forward. These are two words. See, fail bhi hai and oxymoron is used. See, fail bhi hai and forward bhi hai. So here you have to move forward. Okay, marching forward. So here there is a solution for all the we are afraid of getting failed, we are becoming fail or failure. Okay, becoming unsuccessful in your life. We are always afraid of being rejected. Okay, so there is one solution. Okay, so here I request all the teachers and parents that they should promote growth mindset in schools or colleges. The efforts of the students should be recognized and should reduce their stigma. Okay, all the achievements they make or the efforts they take, okay, should be appreciated, and this stigma should be removed from their mind. And it is better, it is good to fail, it is normal to fail, it is so common to fail. And always remember that each and every human being has to fail once. It is bound, because these are inevitable, unavoidable. So these are the takeaways, my dears. Today we have discussed, I told you that you have to trust in yourself. You have to don't ever let rejections knock you down. You have to rise after fall. Rejection create opportunity. Look at them, pursue at them as new opportunities. Learn from them. Okay, each experiences that teaches you new thing. Be comfortable with this. Make yourself comfortable. Handle rejections gratefully and not negatively. Always take criticism as a work as a energy, force, external force to as motivation. Okay, constructive motivation आपको लेना है. And here APJ Abdul Kalam has already said, never give up. The most important thing, never give up. So failure will never overtake me if we didn't. My determination to succeed is strong enough. Your determination should be strong enough. Next slide, please. Yeah, ever tried, ever failed? No matter. Try again, fail for better. Next slide. Samuel Beckett has said, never lose hope, my dear friends. Devdatta Khandate, Khatkate, okay, has aptly said that never lose hope, because hope stands for hold on. Pain ends. No matter how dark the night is, it must end with the first ray of sun. Keep your hope alive and strong. If you have strong determination, you are going to nail it down. You have to go. You will going to make it. Okay. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for the patient hearing, and I hope you enjoyed today's lecture and learned a lot from it. And not learning, you will apply it. You promise me that you will apply all these things in your practical life, in your professional and academic life. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be the part of this venture. Thank you, madam. Any questions, dear son, darling? You can ask me now. Sorry, I took 5 minutes.
Dear participants, do you have any questions? Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Rafia, tell me.
Ma'am, I want to ask the questions that I want to improve myself also, but give me a one key point that I improve my English language that I love so very love I love so much English
Yes.
language.
So
But
you want to basically improve your English. Yes. See, what I did, darling. See, I was, I am not convent educated. I am Marathi medium student, So when I joined my duties, and I was a science student, and I got married early. So I couldn't go, after my graduation, I never went to college. So how I improved myself? I bought some books, Patkan Bola English, written by Abdul Salam Chow. This is the best book. It helped me a lot, right? So you buy such books, okay? And the most important thing is that, find a person, okay, or a partner. It may be your sibling, it may be your friend, okay, and talk to them. People used to, my friends used to criticize me, Angrez ke aulad, Angrez chale gaye, isko chhod ke gaye. And now they whenever they meet me and ask me, what do you do, darling? So I say, I'm a teacher, I'm an assistant professor of English. Okay, so they feel that we used to mock at you. We used to laugh. I was a laughing stock now. So I mean, are you getting my point? So unless you speak, you will never be able to speak, my darling. So read good books, and the most important thing is speak and speak. Okay, practice makes man perfect. Unless you speak, you will not be able to speak, my dear.
ma'am,
I hope.
my other questions is to become a successful age. What is the age limits? Can you explain the age limits of?
There is no age limit. Even if you get old, I have seen that 78, 79 years old lady, she became the successful entrepreneur. She sells idli, and she earns in crores. So there is no age limit, my dear. So even if right from the childhood, okay, if you go score good marks in your class, right, in your academics, this is success, right? When you achieve any target, when you when you will be hired in any companies, you will become
There is
successful.
no limit.
How you perceive it, success
Age
is
is no matter.
yes, good.
Age is no matter. about your successful.
Yeah, no, no, age doesn't matter. You know, you can become successful at any age, my dear. Even if you have, you do you use Facebook? You just there are so many small kids, 8 years old. They earn a lot. They have started their own startup. Can you believe that? Canvas shoes, they have started painting on that, and they earn a lot. They are making in crores. They are earning lot of money. It is all about your ideas. If you want to be entrepreneur, it is all about your ideas. Search the market. Try, put your ideas into action. Okay, and you can excel. And then incubation centers are always there. Raman center is there, no? So there is incubation center. So if you have good ideas, even if you are good at handcrafting or whatever you are good at, so you can be a successful person. There is no age limit. Right from the 5-year old, not 5 year exactly, 10-year-old boy till 80, 85 years old, we can be successful. The success is, our perceive, what we perceive actually. This is our perspective. Okay, so I wish you all the very best, dears and darlings. And Rafia, I congratulate you that you have asked questions, right? You have those gut to ask questions. Okay, let me tell you, before I leave, I would suggest you to learn to ask questions, my dear friends. Always ask questions, otherwise चुप बैठो बोलेंगे लोग तो तुम चुप बैठ जाओगे, है ना? So this is good actually. I really appreciate Rafia. Please keep on asking questions, my dear. And I wish you all the best and lots of love.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, madam, for your wonderful presentation. Your presentation showcased the nuances of very aspects of coping with failure